morning. Welcome to Morning Java, and we are at, we're at PNC Park.
It's PNC Park. These guys are the grounds crew. They're cleaning up, and the Pirates have cleaned up as well. They've won all four.
4 in a row, plus that doubleheader, including the doubleheader in Detroit. So less than ideal circumstances, but they've won in a variety of ways. And in the home opener, it's Colin Moran hitting a grand slam.
Colin Moran hit a grand slam.
And interesting, no home runs in spring, only 4 doubles, and
out of 60-some at bats. Hit 362 average, Lance, and you and I saw it down there. It was just bleeders and bouncers going through the infield, and you're wondering, what is this? But at the same time, you knew he had the power numbers, albeit from the Pacific Coast League, which inflates those.
Yeah, 17 home runs in less than a full season. Right. That's impressive. And all you heard about was the power, and I think that's why coming into the spring, that's what we were all expecting. But what we saw was a little bit more of a well-rounded hitter, the ability to drive the ball the other side of the field. He showed
that.
He showed that. He showed that in Detroit over the weekend too. And of course, when you get an ideal count, you have Lance Lynn at PNC Park, and Lance Lynn stinks at PNC Park.
We'll get to Lance Lynn at PNC Park.
And he took advantage of a high fastball over the plate. And
it was a meatball.
And I think it's important because you have that power potential at the bottom of the order with all the other bats in front. There's a lot of potential with this lineup if Colin Moran kind of fulfills that potential.
Yeah, no question about that.
The Twins decided to start Lance Lynn, which I think that they might have lost the game with that decision.
I'll tell you what, there's a school of thought about, like, in baseball, more and more managers manage by batter-pitcher matchups. Nobody manages by pitcher versus team matchups, nor should they, because it really doesn't make much sense, except if it's, like, up here. And you're talking about Lance Lynn, a long-time veteran,
A 3.38 career ERA, but at PNC Park, he's got a 1.7 whip. Against the Pirates, his ERA is well over 5.
It's close to 5.5. Yes, it's amazing. And, you know, who knows why that is, but we saw that clearly when he came out, he didn't have command. Now, again, you got to give credit to the Pirates, because if they go flailing at that stuff, they've been somewhat patient. I mean, you have to give them credit for that.
Gregory Polanco walked 3 times, plus he had the intentional walk.
What the heck is that?
It's been a trend this start of the season. It's the plate discipline's there. Sully Marte's still swinging at everything.
I just asked, no, but Marte's got 3 walks on a season, and I just said to him in the locker room, I go, that's what you get like in the whole year. And he goes, no, this year, many walks. Okay, we'll see.
We'll see about that.
Nonetheless, they did what they had to do, at least
they did
early on.
Yeah, Lance Lynn kind of found his footing a little bit. Their bullpen was pretty good today. I'm speaking about the Twins. So the Pirates, stranded the bases loaded twice late in the game. Didn't take advantage of situations like they did in Detroit, but they got away with a win, and their bullpen almost blew it. This bullpen's not very good.
No, it's not. You know what? You have to put in the big asterisk. I mean, Felipe Rivero is Felipe Rivero. You had to like what George Contos brought.
Yeah, and so he's been that way since, he got here last year.
So that's when we're talking about the bullpen here. It's not 8 and 9.
It's middle relief, which is so important, though. You have to bridge that gap, as we almost saw again today, where they bring in Edgar Santana. He gets hit hard. Neverauskas hasn't been that sharp, at the start of the season. Michael Feliz, that guy they acquired for the Astros that pitched the 7th inning, he walks 2 guys and he has a balk. Again, he blew the game on Friday.
And he got out of it. Yeah, he got out of it thanks to, they did some tightrope walking there. Neverauskas did as well with the double play that he got. This ain't gonna work.
This is an area that they should have addressed in free agency. There were so many relievers out there.
What?
Yeah.
What's free agency?
They didn't sign any.
They didn't sign any. Hang on, let me reach for my wallet here and empty out all the money and then show you the wallet, and then you'll see how much they spent on free agency.
There were so many relievers out there. You don't have to spend $8 million a year on a reliever. I understand the logic behind that, but you go get a reliable person to complement. You knew this was going to be a young bullpen, okay? Kyle Crick, the guy they acquired from the Giants, isn't here. He's in AAA. He's in Indianapolis this season.
Well, at least they didn't give up anything for him. Anyway, look, the bullpen's in trouble. And
Steven Brault's been their best reliever. You could argue that.
If you put your bullpen, your long relief, into a game with a 5-0 lead, and then you hand the ball to your, in this case, Contos had to take Rivero's place, and it's not safe, that's a real problem.
I thought the game was over after the first inning. 5-0 lead. The way Taillon looked today, even just in the first inning alone. Plus how he looked in spring, he was so good. And he's been this way all spring. I mean,
really?
Yeah, he's looked just incredible. I mean, that's why everybody's talking about. I heard about Garrett Cole all spring, how he's not here. But that's the one thing I thought about is, well, they might have an ace here. I mean, I know Von Nova's not that guy. He might have started the first game of the season. But Jameson Taillon, I think he's an ace. I think he's going to emerge as one this season. He has the stuff.
He has the stuff, and now he has a little bit more stuff because Clint Hurdle took pains to stress that Taillon threw 7 changeups in this game. And Taillon himself joked afterward that, how many of those would he have gotten over the plate last season? He goes, I don't know, maybe none. If he has a legitimate additional weapon, this is the reason why when Taillon was coming up through the system, Lance, that they took the hammer curve away from him and told him, locate. And what when you and I bumping each other up in the press box, when he was getting guys, what was he doing?
Yep.
4-seam. Boom, boom, boom.
The 2-seamer was working too. And then he adds the changeup, and the changeup was bad for most of last season for him too. Until
it was a non-thing.
And then until the last couple of starts where he starts throwing a 2-seam grip with the changeup, he brings it into this year, and it's very real. I mean, people can't just sit on that curveball and wait for a hanging one or sit on the fastballs. The changeup takes them off the fastball. He's a complete pitcher.
Yeah, this has been, today, the first 5 innings, what we saw from Taillon was probably the most encouraging pitching that we've seen from the Pirates in this 4-0 run. And I'm even including Trevor Williams' 6 no-hit innings with a zillion walks. Very, very impressive start for the Pirates.